I said it. We need to get better about asking for help, especially when it's difficult. And the reason for that is because when it's difficult, that's usually when we need it the most and when we're usually less likely to ask for it. I know that that is probably bringing up so many different feelings within you. Maybe from a standpoint of, I feel shame when I have to ask. Maybe you have had the experience that when you ask for help, there's a whole repayment system that you didn't realize that needed to be satisfied. Or maybe you've been taught that when you ask for help, it actually hurts you. And that can be in so many different ways. And so, how can I ask you to be open to the possibility of asking for help someday if you have all of these feelings? So, what I'd like to do today is I would like for us to just do some quick tapping. And if you have never tapped with me, it's also called emotional freedom technique. That's okay. I'm going to walk you through it. I will provide you everything you need to know and all the words, and then you can go research it later. There's a lot of different videos on my YouTube page if that's helpful. But today, I'd really like to focus on what you feel. How are you feeling about the need to ask for help? And if you can just pause me for a second, go grab a piece of paper and just jot a couple of things down. I'll wait. All right, perfect. You got the paper? The first thing I want you to do is I want you to think about having to ask someone for help. And I want you to tell me what emotion is coming to the surface, and I want you to write it down. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's shame, maybe it's just knowing that you're going to be hurt. Good job. And now I want you to rate how intense that feeling is for you. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 meaning I'm cool as a cucumber and I don't feel this negative emotion. 10 being it's the worst possible emotion you have ever felt. And there is no judgment here. Okay, it's your number, it's subjective. It just is going to give us a baseline and help us to figure out if we're going in the right direction. Okay, so just jot that number down. Okay, now we're going to enter with the tapping. Again, I'm going to give you everything you need. I'm just going to ask you to follow along with me. But I want you to focus on what you wrote down, because that is the specific emotion that we need to start releasing the energy from. Okay? So we're going to start on the side of our hand. And that is right here on the little karate chop point. And we're going to use a couple of fingers and we're just going to tap. And you can start this now. As I speak, I'm going to ask you to repeat what I say. But if I ask you to say something that doesn't feel right, you just can't bring yourself to say it, or it's wrong altogether, I just want you to change the words. But I want you to keep tapping with me, okay? All right. So here we go. Even though I feel blank, look at your word. And maybe it's hurt by others. I might be open to the possibility of letting this feeling go. Even though I feel, look at your paper, I am open to having compassion for myself. Good job. Even though I feel, what are you feeling? I can't trust people. I feel all this shame. I'm open to letting it go. Good job. Top of your head, right there in the middle. I'm feeling very, look down. What are you feeling? Eyebrow, right here where the eyebrow starts. I don't know if I can let this go. Good job. Side of your eye, right there at the corner. I just feel, how do you feel? Good. Under your eye. Asking for help doesn't feel good. Under your nose. I wonder if I can let this go. Chin. I've been carrying this around for a long time. Good job. And this is going to be your collarbone or chest. Take a big breath right there for me. Good job. I don't know if I can let this go. Under your arm, it's just about 4 inches down from the armpit. Feel free to do this however is comfortable for you. Maybe I can be open to letting these emotions go. Good job. Top of your head. Asking for help doesn't feel good. Okay, these next points, I just want you to start using exactly how you feel, okay? So I'm going to use the word shame or not trustful, and you just fill that in with what you're feeling. Eyebrow. Good job. It's painful to ask for help. Side of your eye. It makes me feel like I can't trust people. Under your eye. I don't know if I can ever ask for help. Under your nose. I feel so much shame. Chin. When I have to ask for help. Chest. But I'm ready to let that go. Under your arm, even though a part of me wants to hold on to it. Good job. Go ahead and drop your arms, and I want you to take a deep breath in. Breathe in and out, allowing any tension and old energy to rise away from the body. Good job. Now, I know we are talking very general, and you're trying to follow along with me while you have while you're trying to look down and see what it is that you wrote. But here's the thing. If you are really struggling, I would love to hear from you. I would be more than happy to make you a video just specifically for you. I'm totally open to that. And, we can work together if that's something that you're interested in, and we can really dig down and start letting go of all of these feelings. But what I'd like you to do right now is I would like you to look down at your paper and see what word or words you wrote down, how you feel when you ask for help. I want to know how intense those emotions are now. So if you were feeling shame and it was maybe a 10, has it dropped at all? Has it come down? Has it gone up? And going up is okay. Yes, ideally, we want it to come down the scale. But what happens is as we tap, we actually can start focusing on the issue and the intensity can go up. And that is when we just need to search around and say, what else is maybe down there? What else did I not see in the beginning? So even if your number came down, what I'd like you to do is just go ahead and think about, and you can close your eyes if you'd like. I want you to think about having to ask for help. Is there a new emotion or a new way that you feel about that that's more intense than what you've written down? And that would be completely natural. If there is, write it down. Write it on your paper and give that one an intensity as well on a scale of 0 to 10. Good job. And if the first one that you wrote down changed, make a note of that. Whether the number went up, down, stayed the same, just write a note. Just notate it right there on the side. And we're going to do one more round. In this round, I'm going to use the words, all this emotion. But I want you to do is I just want you to use your word or simply say it with me, but look at your paper so that the mind can read what emotion you're really dealing with. Is that okay? Okay, here we go. One more time, right? Side of your hand. Even though I feel all this emotion, when I have to ask for help, I have compassion for myself. Even though I feel all of this emotion, I know it comes from a real place. But maybe I can let it go. You're doing great. Even though I'm feeling all this emotion, don't forget you can look down at your paper. I'm tired of carrying this around. And I'm ready to let it go. Good job. Okay. Top of your head and feel free to just look down at your paper. All this emotion. Eyebrow. From just having to ask for help. Side of your eye. I'm tired of carrying it around. Under your eye. So today, I choose to let it go. Under your nose. It's okay to ask for help. Chin. I can be open to that possibility. Big breath. Chest. I am open to letting go all these emotions. Under your arm. It's time. And I am in control. If that one's too hard, you can say, I'm open to being in control. Good job. Go ahead and relax. Deep breath in, really deep into that belly, and out. Maybe you can feel the body begin to relax and start letting go of all of those emotions, and that is fabulous. That's what we're looking for. And let's just check in. Let's check in and see how you're feeling. What was the word that you wrote down? And I want you to think about having to ask someone for help. And how intense is that word now? Did it go up or down? Did it stay the same? Whatever you are feeling right now is completely normal and natural. If it went up or it stayed the same, we just haven't gotten down to the core root of where that comes in. And with fear, there's probably a memory locked up here in your brain that stems from, kind of gives the energy when we have to ask for help now. When we do, it brings up all of those thoughts and emotions from the past. And so if you're still struggling, feel free to reach out to me, because what we can do is we can find that core moment and we can actually help it to release from you, which is amazing. And when we can do that, you actually truly begin to, step outside of the shadows of our past. But for now, this was just a little thing to maybe help bring down any intensity you might be feeling over my comment about we need to ask for help. And if there's anything that I can do, I do sessions in person, over the phone, via Zoom. I'm here to help. That's my mission. And I want to help in any way that I can. But I would like to thank you so much for walking through this meditation with me and for just being a part of my life. And until we meet again, may your day be filled with love and light. I would like to thank you for walking through this meditation with me. If you are interested in working with me, the link will be in the notes. And you know what? If you've enjoyed this video and maybe you're looking for some more help or just interested in seeing how this changes your life, feel free to hit the subscribe button. It's right there. Just hit it. You'll get alerted, and we'll be able to hang out again. All right. Well, again, it's been a pleasure. And until we meet again, may your day be filled with love and light. Thank you so much for joining me. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and reach out to me anytime. I love Facebook and Instagram, but can also be found on all social media platforms at Healing Light Wellness Online, or you can always send me an email at Charlene@healinglightwellness.com.